Even though society has been in constant innovation, very few cases the media has treated and showed women as professional
Media
roles.
can transmit different feelings that make us behave in certain way. The problem is that the effect of media doesn't stop when the movie or program ends, and this lingering effect might be just the cause of behavioral changes in people.
Media effects research is the attempt to analyze how people use the information they receive from the media. The mass media research began with the introduction of television. They start to investigate how people react to advertisements and how these media influence their lives.
It's important to explore the beneficial and harmful effects of media on children's mental and physical health to promote the healthy use of media. Excessive television watching contributes to the increased incidence of childhood obesity. There's a relation between watching violent television programming and an increase in violent behavior by children. Race and ethnicity can mark you as belonging to a group or
Television in the life of our children. It was the first major study of effects on children. It was made in 1961 by Wilbur Schramm, Jack Lyle, and Edwin Parker. It included 6,000 children and 1,500 parents. Children from the ages from 3 to 16 spent more. Television and social behavior. It was funded by $1 million in 1969 by the Congress. It was sponsored by the U.S. Department of Health, Education, and Welfare. It was published in 6 volumes in 1971. 8 out of 10 primetime shows were shown. The Early Window, made in 1988 by the psychologists Robert and Joyce, supported that TV can induce aggressive behavior and or antisocial behavior in children. TV violence is a cause of aggressiveness, but it is not the main cause of it. Television advertising to children. In 1979, effects of advertising on children became an object to the government when the Federal Trade Commission released 340 pages report. Average children see 20,000 commercials a year and at least 3 of the TV advertising a week. Children do not distinguish between programs and ads. Linking TV to school performance. In 1989, a study suggested a link between TV viewing and school performance. In a study made to more than 10,000 students, the ones who watch a lot of TV scored the lowest. The study only shows that students that watch a lot of TV study less. Canadian researchers released a study which concluded
Back in 2004 was the first presidential election year when the internet played an important role. Political parties realized that using the internet, the campaign generated less cost and it is easier to reach young people with this method. The people began to send emails with viral marketing videos with messages of the candidates.
Roosevelt was the first president to use the media effectively to stimulate public support. This media skill became an essential element in promoting his economic programs. Today, politics and the media seem irreversibly dependent on each other. In March 1933, Roosevelt looked for a way to avoid a financial panic after he announced that he was closing the national banks. He went down the basement of the White House to give his first fireside chat. America had the first media president, an elected leader talking directly to the people through the media. 1976, a study called Unseeing Eye, the myth of television powering national elections, supervised interviews in the 1972 race between George McGovern and Richard Nixon. It analyzed television campaigns and political advertising. They conclude that political advertising on TV has little effect on most people. One legacy of Kennedy's television victory was the national political campaigns came to depend almost entirely on TV to promote presidential candidates, and televised presidential debates became a staple of every presidential election. Presidential campaign outgoings have increased from 2 million in 1972 to 2.4 billion in 2008.
Media is a continuing process that works new ideas, but a problem with this process is that media tend to reduce the information. Media has kept the role women has had for the past centuries, a role of submissive, physical, and an object. Even though the society has been in constant innovation, in very few cases media has treated and shown women in professional roles. We've learned that media has faced social issues through science, but it keeps diversifying its content to accept all people as equal.
Free created using Powtoon.